Hello everybody and welcome to SnackTube. Today I'm going to be trying some food. Yeah, we never eat any food on this channel. So a bit special today. No, I'm only kidding. So yeah, I picked something up from Iceland and figured I'd give it a go. Now, I enjoy a fry up, I'm not gonna lie, on a Sunday morning. Nice wee fry up gets you set up right for your Sunday to, sit about and do nothing for the rest of the day. It's fantastic. But I'd always, when it comes to a fry up, I'd always like it to be a bit easier because doing a fry up takes ages. You've got to put everything in the pan, you've got to find all the different bits and pieces of it, pull it all together, the black pudding, the sausage, the square sausage, the hash browns, the egg, the beans, the mushrooms, the slice of tomato, the tatty scone. You got to pull it all together. The haggis, the trampoline. You got to put it all together into the pan. Find it from all the different parts of your fridge or your freezer, and it just takes ages. So it's always nice to find a way to do it a bit quicker, which is what we've got today. We've got ourselves an Iceland all-day breakfast. So, according to the description, this is 2 pork sausages with baked beans and tomato sauce, 2 hash browns, and an omelette. You can see on the picture there looks quite nice. Nice sausages, beans, crunchy looking hash browns, and a weird sort of omelette egg thing. So it doesn't include all the stuff that I would like to have in a breakfast. It doesn't have the black pudding or the square sausage or the tatty scones, but we'll make do. It should be enough to fill us up. Now, if we take a look at our, where are they? Here we go. Our ingredients and our nutritional information. Ingredients wise, it says on here baked beans and tomato sauce 42%. So this is almost half bean, which is always nice. I like beans. And then you've got all the ingredients for everything else. I'm not going to go through all of that because that's a bit overkill, but safe to say, the sausages, the pork sausages are only 60% pork, so the rest of it's going to be made out of rusk and wheat flour and stuff like that. I'm wondering if the hash browns have potato and onion in them. Just potato. They have onion powder, but no actual onions, which is interesting. But there you go. So, calorie-wise, per 100 grams is 148 calories. Now, this is 400 grams, and that's the serving suggestion there. Now, I pretty much, you're going to eat this whole thing. You're not going to half it with somebody. That'd just be a bit odd. Although you could, I suppose, because you could cut the egg in half. You could have half the beans. You could each have a hash brown and a sausage. But that's not going to fill you up, is it? But it does say here, per meal, oven baked, 562 calories. So for the amount of food that's here, that's alright. That's okay. That's not too bad. As long as it tastes nice, I guess. Because I don't know if this is going to taste any good. But we soon shall find out. So, yeah. No, not a lot more we can say. So let's have a wee look at it and see what we think. There you are. Oh, beans trying to escape there. Hash browns, sausage. The omelette is a lot smaller than I was expecting, but it's alright. So yeah, you've got your wheat omelette there. The hash browns don't look particularly crispy. The sausages look alright. So I did this in the microwave. You're looking at 9 minutes in the microwave. I did it for 10 just because my microwave's only a 700 watt, not an 800, but it all seems to be cooked through. And yeah, that's the way I did it because that's the most convenient way. You can do it in the oven. If you do it in the oven, you've got to preheat it and then put it in the oven for 35 minutes. That's a long time away. I mean, even if I wanted to just cook my own fry up, I could do it in less time than that. So yeah, it seemed a bit silly to put this in the oven. So yeah, that's it. Well, anyway, I think we should dive in. This is the all-day breakfast from Iceland. Let's dive in and let's just try a bit at a time, shall we? So let's go for the sausage first. Ooh, that's tough. That is tough. There's your sausage there. Looks okay. Looks a bit dry though. Let's give that a bite. Wow. Excuse the sniffing. Have you ever had like a really cheap sausage roll? It's not as good as that. Wow. That's it's tough. So it's quite chewy. Not a whole lot of flavour. Yeah, as far as sausages go, those are bottom of the barrel. Bottom of the barrel, very cheap. Really not very nice. I've had cheap sausages that tasted nicer than that. Well, let's try the hash browns, shall we? Hash brown. So as you can see, it doesn't look particularly crispy. I'm guessing it would really only get that way if you put it in the oven. But let's give it a try. It tastes alright. Definitely tastes like potato. Not a lot of flavour, but you don't generally get a lot of flavour in hash browns anyway. They kind of just supposed to taste like potato. The appeal of a hash brown is that it's nice and crunchy. These are not crunchy at all. It's really hard to microwave something and have it come out crunchy. So, yeah, they're quite soft, a bit flaccid. Yeah, they're alright. I think if you did them in the oven, they would actually turn out okay. Well, time for the omelette. Now, the omelette's just basically, when it came out of the freezer, it was sitting on top of the beans, and I tried jiggling about a bit while it was still frozen to see if I could maybe move it off the beans, but it was pretty much stuck on there. So we've got, it's covered in beans, basically. Let's give it a wee try. Cut through it all right. Looks okay. Looks about like what an omelette should look like. Normally, a lot of the time if you buy like a frozen omelette and you microwave it, you'll get this horrible juice that'll come out. Doesn't seem to have that unless it's ran into the beans. Which is something doesn't bear thinking about, but yeah, it looks okay. Let's give it a try. You know what? That's actually all right. Woefully under seasoned. Needs salt and pepper, but you could add that yourself. You could add that yourself. That's okay. The omelette's actually all right. Well, let's try the beans. The beans around the edge have gotten dead crispy, whilst the ones in the middle are all just are goop. So I'm gonna try and just mix them up a wee bit, get it all together, get the best of all areas of the beans. There you are, beans. I love beans. Very, very difficult to come across a bean that I won't like. So let's give it a go. Yeah, they're okay. They're okay. The crispy beans, the ones that have been sort of dried out, you can't really tell once they're mixed into the rest of them, so they're actually okay. They taste sort of like, they do taste like cheap beans. I would say they taste quite like the Asda Smart Price ones. Which, to be honest, for me, isn't a bad thing, because I love the Asda Smart Price beans. If I had a bean of choice that I would buy, it's going to be the Asda Smart Price every day. I actually prefer them to Heinz, and Heinz are generally considered the best ones, but I think the Asda Smart Price ones are way better. Better than Daddy's as well, and Daddy's beans are okay. Yeah, so I quite like them. So to sum up, the sausage is insanely cheap and crap, and yeah, it tastes worse than a bad sausage roll. Like if you took a bad sausage roll, took all the pastry off, and then just ate the sausage, it tastes worse than that, and the texture is so bad because it's spongy, it's spongy and it's kind of hard at the same time. It's bland as well, so bland. So yeah, they're definitely the worst part. Next up on the list, I would say the hash browns, because the hash browns, when you do them in the microwave, they just don't come out crispy. I think they would be higher up in my ranking if I'd done them in the oven. Because I think if you did them in the oven, they would just taste like what normal hash browns taste like anyway. So I think they would be okay. The taste is there. They taste like hash browns normally would. So I can't put them down on the flavour, but it's just that they're just not crispy on the outside. If we go up to second place for the 4 things in this thing, I would go for the beans. The beans are nice. I enjoyed the beans. I've got no complaints about the beans at all. That's the way I would normally do beans anyway. Do them in the microwave. Just because it's easier than getting out a pot and pan. You don't have to clean the pot and pan afterwards. So yeah, not bad. I quite like the beans. Taste like cheap beans. I like cheap beans, so I'm not complaining with that. And then standout best thing in here, by far, maybe not by far, but maybe just edging the beans, is the omelette. The omelette is really nice. I was surprised by that, because normally microwaved omelettes I'm not a huge fan of, but that was really nice. It's already got a sort of a crispy edge. The inside is nice and fluffy, and it's got the right texture. It's really good. Yeah, I'm not complaining with that. Personally, if I was making an omelette myself, I'd add more stuff into it. I'd put like bacon through it, or some onions, maybe some pepper or something like that. Peppers, red and green peppers, that kind of thing. But that's really nice. I think a bit of salt and pepper, that'd be lovely. So overall, it's about 50-50. The omelette and the beans are nice. They're quite good. The hash browns are edible. They're okay. Cook them in the oven and they'd come out fine. But the sausages are incredibly lackluster. They're very, very poor. Not nice at all. Well, that's me for my review of Iceland's all-day breakfast. Hope you I should try to learn how to speak English. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it the old thumbs up. You can also subscribe if you haven't done so already. Link to that is down below, as per usual on any other YouTube video. You can also hit the bell if you want notifications anytime one of my videos comes out. And yeah, just share it with your friends. Put it on Facebook. Put it on Bebo. Any other social networks, MySpace. You can get it on MySpace. I'm also on Instagram. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I post lots of photos of all the shite food I eat on there. So just go on the SnackTube Instagram page. The links are all in the description, or there might be some stuff on the page here somewhere. So thank you very much for watching. This has been the Iceland all-day breakfast, microwavable. Oh, by the way, this was £1 from Iceland. So there you go. It's been a pleasure. I will see you in the next video. Take care.